At number 10, it was Craig Kimbrell of the Red Sox. Yes, bit of a surprise at number 10. Next at number 9, the setup man from the Orioles, Darren O'Day. Next at number 8 from the Pirates, quality setup man Tony Watson. Moving down the list, another guy who's changed teams this year, formerly of the Phillies, now the Astros, Ken Giles coming in at number 7. At number 6, one of the top guys in the National League now, Mark Melancon of the Pirates. And then it's the closer for the Orioles, Zach Britton, coming in at number 5. Time now for number 4. This pitcher, surprisingly, didn't make the Shredders' top 10 last year. But after an excellent first season as a closer, he's in high level. Andrew Miller of the New York Yankees. Miller has come a long way in his career. Former first-round pick for the Tigers, hit the majors at the age of 21, never made it as a starter, but over the last 3 years, he has become a stellar reliever. The Red Sox, Orioles, and now the Yankees. Took over the 9th inning for the Bombers last year, churned out a 2.04 ERA with, get this, 100 strikeouts in 61-plus innings. Formerly of the Reds, now with the Yankees, it's Aroldis Chapman. Chapman again now with the Yankees and currently with the best strikeout rate of all time. He has struck out nearly 43% of the batters he has faced. So nearly half the guys he faces have a seat. If you believe in the random variance of the batted ball and you believe that FIP is the way to measure a pitcher, well, this is your guy. Coming in at number 2, it's Dellin Betances of the New York Yankees. This makes it 3 straight Yankees in the top 5. Betances backed up his outstanding rookie season with another excellent year. Over the last 2 years, he's gone 90 and 84 innings, a very heavy workload for this era, and he's come in with ERAs of 1.40 and 1.50. He is a high-leverage game changer now entering his age 28 season. Speaking of high leverage, again, one way to measure the effective work of a relief pitcher is to measure the amount of win probability you add by getting outs for your team. Win probability added. Betances, because of the workload and because he's not trapped by usage in the 9th inning only, is number 1 in WPA over the last 2 seasons. Time now for the King. Number 1 in the game, according to the Shredder, and still the champ, the closer from the defending World Series champion Royals. It is Wade Davis. Davis made a meteoric ascension since joining the Royals. After setting up Greg Holland all the way to the American League pennant in 2014, he followed it up by closing out with a World Series championship. Davis has a sub-1 ERA over the last 2 seasons and has earned the right to be called the best relief pitcher in the game. Now, if you're not sure about that, take a look at this. Over the last 2 seasons, Davis has been the best in the game at preventing runs, the best in the game batter for batter, that's opponent's OPS, and he is the toughest pitcher in the game to take deep, allowing just 3 home runs in 139-plus innings. Yeah, that's the lowest 2-year ERA in the history of the game. He deserves to be number 1, Dan.
He does, Brian. And I'm not even going to look at him as saying, hey, this is another guy that was a failed starter. I think what we're saying is we're seeing guys used in the proper way. The stuff that they have, the body mechanics. Wade Davis, I'm going to tell you, this guy right now, the best in the game, 4 pitches. Powerhouse fastball that he locates to both sides of the plate. Up, down, in, and out. So he's nearly impossible to hit. Watch the green dot here. He absolutely just finds the middle of that glove from Sal Perez. This is the dreaded equalizer. It's hard to make Joey Votto look that bad. He'll throw the cutter to both sides of the plate. He'll start it away from a lefty and bring it in. He'll start it off the plate and bring it off that outside corner. Nearly impossible. This pitch he doesn't get enough credit for. This curveball he features, Brian, this thing has teeth on it. This thing bites down. It is a hard, electric curveball. 4 pitches, 4 quality pitches. He can strike you out with any. Base runners to a minimum. Doesn't walk very many. He's nearly impossible to hit the ball in the ballpark. He is everything the best pitcher, relief pitcher in the game of baseball is right now. He deserves to be number 1. His last 2 seasons are historic. You could match his last 2 seasons against anybody in baseball.
Absolutely. Look, and he's all across the board here. Number 1 for the Shredder, for you, for me.